What we doing? The usual? The two?
Yeah.
Mid taper?
Yeah.
Gotcha. How about the beard? What you trying to do with it?
Yeah, you can just shape it up to like right here, like have it like here.
Okay.
Like not too low, but
okay. YouTube, this is a crazy video. Stay tuned. We about to take care of my dog right here. So, first things first, as you can see, his hair is nice and washed. We're gonna cut it down with a 2, and I'm gonna go with the grain. Now, I'm not gonna say he's a waver, but he just naturally has waves. I don't really think he be putting a do-rag on and all that. Some people are just blessed with just that wavy texture, and he's one of them. So we're gonna take his hairline down to a 2.5 and everything else with a 2. And the reason I'm gonna keep the line a little bit more thicker is because he's kind of like thinning towards the corners, just a tad. So I'm gonna kind of graze off his head and then open up that lever towards the corner. And with his hair, a 1 would be too short, but a 2.5 is too thick, honestly. And I love using the foam on him because his hair is so wavy that it over curls even at the 2 length. So he needs foam. Some clients need foam, some clients don't need foam. He's one of them clients that you just gotta put the foam on his head every time to really lay his hair down and get it nice and flat and neat. So we're gonna do the whole haircut and then lay it down with foam and then do the shape up. So after that, I kind of blow dry it, all the loose hairs. You know when you guys get a haircut and you touch your head after and it's all these loose hairs? I don't like that for my clients because I personally don't like that. So I try and take that into account. So I'll take a brush and I'll just brush it and blow dry it for like 3 minutes just to get all those loose hairs, you know, off their scalp. For the taper, he gets like a mid taper. And the key is to just keep the C-cups dark. When you're doing a taper, it's hard because you gotta kind of maneuver your clipper in a way to where you're just cutting the side of the taper like exactly how I'm doing right now, instead of doing a C-cup too, because then it's basically going to be a high taper. And his hair is a little patchy, I'm not gonna lie. That kind of comes with the territory with waves, and he has a softer texture, so naturally just gonna cut just a tad bit patchier than other textures. Same thing with this side. This side's a little bit more thinner, so we're gonna be more gentle towards the C-cup area. And the back is nice and full, so I like to take this taper up pretty high in the back. I start my first line a little low, and then I stretch all my other guidelines. So I'm starting with the bald line, then right after this, we're gonna do lever completely open. And we're gonna spread that about like 1/2 inch. Then I'm gonna work my way down. So I'm starting with my 3. I jump to my 1, open it up all the way. And just to save time, we're gonna close it right under that. You gotta work efficiently, just not wasting time. Why jump in between guards when if you got the guard on, just take care of the other work. Here's my 2, and then I jump back to the 1. Now I'm gonna do some detail work with my half guard before I take out that bottom line. And as you can see, it's faded, but I had to do a little bit more detail work. Now we're gonna match up around the ear. We're gonna start the shape up, making sure it's nice and crispy. Now notice I'm using my brush. The reason I'm brushing it instead of combing it is because I want to make sure I could just hit this line once and then be done with it, even after the foam. So, you know, once you put the foam in, you're gonna have to brush it in. That's gonna reveal if that line is durable or not. That's why I use like this soft Denman brush. So same thing for this side. His hair grows a little diagonal towards this side, a little bit backwards, so we're gonna go against the grain. And I'm using my sharpest, these are my sharpest hitters in my whole arsenal. Either these or the yellow ones, I'm not gonna lie. The yellow ones hit too, but I'm actually about to trade. I don't know if I'm gonna get rid of the yellow ones, but they don't do well on camera. Like the iPhone can't process the yellow, it's too strong. So I might just get like a green pair, blue pair. We'll see. I might just keep him. So I'm gonna put a little bit of foam in his hair. So notice what I'm doing. I'm gonna brush it in, then I'm gonna wipe off the excess. If you keep the excess, you're just gonna make your job harder. It's gonna be all greasy and stuff, unnecessary. So wipe that joint down, and then I put the black dewy on, blow dry his hair with the Dyson. This is gonna get it dry very, very fast. Now while I let that marinate, it's kind of like sauce. You gotta let it sit for a little bit to really seep into the scalp. I'm gonna hit his beard, so I'm gonna start with the back line. And what did I say? These joints hit. I'm telling you, the yellow ones really hit. I got the rose gold blade, and I did zero gap it. I didn't thin out the blade or nothing. So we're gonna do his jawline. We're gonna start with the mustache. Sometimes I start with the top, sometimes I do the bottom. This time I started with the bottom. And look, we're gonna unrag him. Now the left side is his weak side, so I'm gonna start with the right. I start in the middle, giving myself plenty of room to work with. And it does look a little patchy just because we did use that foam and kind of laid everything down, pushed everything forward to lay in a more straighter position. So I'm gonna hit those vertical bars, and he has as you could tell, the vertical bars are long. So we're gonna match up his line to this side without really pushing him completely back. Hit the vertical bar. And now we're gonna add our enhancements. So I'm gonna be generous with it, you know, because we want to fill in those light spots on this side right here to kind of match the darkness of his waves. Right now I'm using my Easy Blade razor, shout out to them, codes on the screen, and I'm stretching the skin, but I'm keeping his beard line high, even though I think it obviously looks better a little bit lower. He likes it high, so it's all about what the client wants. Of course you can give you a professional opinion, but I just don't think he likes the way it grows in when I take it down just a little bit lower, so we're gonna keep that nice and high for him. This is the final step. I'm gonna just freehand trim the top, and this is his reaction. So this is how he came in, woofing, and this is how my client's leaving. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share. It's your boy 4. I'm out. Peace.